Hi guys, we're back with another video. It's episode 4 of DCSports87 Dollars. It's a series where I do buy sports cards and try to flip them for profit on DCSports87, which is a consignment service, which I've talked about numerous times in the past. And like I just said, this is the 4th episode of the series. You guys have killed the first 3 episodes. I think we're averaging like 1,000 plus views per episode. So keep supporting the series and I'll try and put more of these videos up. So with this one today, the cards that I did send in, a lot of them are from dollar boxes or bargain boxes that I've found down here in Melbourne, Australia. And I love sending bargain box cards into DCSports87. Now, I do have to say, when you're sending in a shipment into DC Sports, I try not to make it every single card bargain box, because if you think about the cost of sending into America, you're looking at $25, $30, $40 plus to send it in. And if you're sending cards that may be worth only like $2 to $3 each, you're not going to be making too much money because you're going to be losing money on the postage fee as well as what DC Sports takes out for their consignment service. So one thing I do like to do is include a few nicer cards in there because it can help scale back that postage cost. Because yes, you do have to include that postage cost when you're working out your final profit and loss and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, by sending in 100% of dollar box cards, you're going to lose every single time no matter what, unless they actually are worth more than dollar box cards, obviously. So yes, try to send in a few nicer cards in there as well. So let's go through the first card. I'm actually not going to include this card in my spreadsheet. it is the best card in this one, but I actually got it in a trade. Shout out to Jace, because I know he does watch this YouTube channel, but got this one in a trade for a Matt's card case. If you guys want to trade some cards to get your very own Matt's card case, please hit me up on Instagram at mattscardshop. So I don't think it's fair to be including this card into it because I didn't really, I'm more so obviously trading a Matt's card case for it. And also, this one's going to be the card that takes away the postage cost. So for this one, for this video, exactly, no postage cost and no value for this one. I'm not going to include it just because, again, I think it would just be cheating to include it. We'll show it off anyway. It's a Michael Penix redemption card. I did learn this one from the last video. I'll show a preview of it just to kind of, help show what it is, but it's a redemption. So there's nothing really too special here. I mean, the comps are like $200 Australian. So, I mean, I'll take whatever because, again, it's just making back the postage cost and it's essentially trading for a Matt's card case. Very nice. We got around $250. So also the time of recording, 6th of April at the moment, and our dollar is really bad at the moment. It's like $1.64. So great time to be sending in your cards into America, provided that the tariffs don't get hit or influence anything. But I did email the people at DC Sports and they said there shouldn't be any sort of restrictions or anything like that with the tariffs. So yeah, this makes back Matt's card case as well as postage. Really good start, but again, this is not included in the spreadsheet itself. So let's go to a card that will actually be included. Okay, so Josh Jacobs. So this is another one that may not be included because I looked at the bidding for this card and it was really high compared to where Josh Jacobs autos are. And I reckon there's a shill bidder. So again, I have got to wait till the end once I finish this all. And if it actually did get paid for, I'll include it into the spreadsheet. If it doesn't, it's something, again, I'm just going to put to the side and wait for it to get relisted. But the current price it was getting bid on for was way too high for what it was actually worth, in my opinion. But let's see where it ended up, because it was at about $90 US. When I looked at it, with about 2 hours left. Yeah, so there you go, $90 US. I mean, my cost on this card's about $15 Australian, so it's a huge profit there if the guy actually paid. But I'll show you, and I really should do a video in terms of how to find shill bidders and stuff. But this guy was just bidding, but 6 feedback, I don't know, 25%. I've got to wait till the end to see if they've paid for it. It's a little bit annoying because it's obviously a good price, but if they paid for it, they paid for it. And you sometimes get those ones that overpay and some that underpay as well. Yeah, could be a good flip, maybe not, but we'll move on to the next one anyways. So next card up, we have, what do we have here? We have a Devin Booker. So again, these are like the nicer cards that I've sent in. We'll get into the dollar box stuff later. This is a college flawless ruby. It's a rookie card. I actually had to send them a message to amend it because they didn't have rookie, but Kentucky uniform, it is rookie. I paid $85 Australian for it, which is around, the way the exchange rate is now, low 50s. in US. So yeah, we just got to try and beat that. And we get around $150 to $160. Fees taken out about 140 to 150-ish. Pretty good flip there from 85 into that amount. Yeah, again, rookie. It doesn't say rookie there at all, but if you go on the back, it's 2015 to 2016, which is Devin Booker's rookie year. So it was great that DC Sports were onto it straight away. I sent them a message and they updated the listing before it got too far in and you can't actually edit the title itself. All right, let's go on to the next card. What do we have here? Trey McBride. Okay, so we have a few Trey McBrides in this one as well. Just signed the biggest contract for a tight end of all time. I sent these cards obviously before that happened, but I paid $15 Australian for this. I looked at his comps, and again, like Terry McLaurin as well, it was kind of like, oh geez, his cards have gone up a little bit. Let's send them in. They're not. I don't think I'll get a good price for him in Australia. So we want at least $10 US, and yeah, we'll see what we get. There you go. So about $40 Australian converted, and then with the fees taken about, I'd say around the mid-30s. So yeah, not a very nice flip there. Let's go on to the next one. Is this another trade? No, so this is the first big bargain box card that I sent in. Big, I don't know how you'd want to say that, but I got this one for $1. So we want more than $1, but it's a Sean Taylor. I'll get a preview of the card up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But found this one for $1 in a bargain box. Sean Taylor's one of those players that people love to collect. Had a few years in the NFL and then unfortunately passed away. And yeah, a lot of his cards like Pat Tillman, people love those sorts of cards as well. Yeah, second or third year Bowman Chrome for Sean Taylor. So from $1, comps were at like $50 Australian and I was pretty shocked, but I just don't think it would sell here. So let's see what we get. Very nice. So $1 into about $55 to $60 Australian. That is a very, very good flip. Yeah, it's going to make the profit number at the end look very nice. But yeah, really cool card. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor. Yeah, let's go on to the next one. JJ McCarthy paid around $20 Australian. Got this one off Cherry. Just sending it in now, knowing that he will be the starter for the Vikings. It's pretty much this card here, so I don't really need to get a preview up on it. That's in US, so I mean, you're not going to sell for more than that, you'd think, but let's see where we go. And we get around $20. So I'd say this is a slight loss. It'd probably be about a $3 to $4 loss. Probably could have kept this one for like Whatnot. I found like the younger quarterbacks, people like them on Whatnot. Maybe in America where there's a bit too much of, like, everyone's kind of got these younger quarterbacks. I feel like in Australia, yeah, you don't really see too many of the younger quarterbacks in there for NFL, especially in the newer sets. So probably could have kept this one, but yeah, just sent it in to add to the bulk. All right, next card up, we have another Trey McBride, clearly immaculate jersey. These cards are pretty cool. It's actually a jersey card, but it's got acetate over it, and you can't actually touch the jersey itself, which is a little bit silly, but it's always a nice looking card, and it's a rookie as well. Can't remember what I paid for it. You'll see at the end, and we get about $8 US. So when it's anything under $10 US, I would say that the US is about 1-to-1 with the fees taken out. So I'd say $8 US is about $8 Australian. So keep that in mind again. If you send in dollar cards, if they sell for $1, you're probably going to get either $1 or probably less than that, because yeah, the fees are just they're obviously taken in to account. All right, next one up. What have we got here? Okay, so I got this one again in a bargain box, $3. Didn't know much about him, but Braylon Edwards, I know this set's just very iconic. I've seen a lot of collectors, go after it. It's out of 25 Pro Bowl. I looked at comps and stuff, and it was pretty good. I don't really know who Braylon Edwards is. He obviously made the Pro Bowl, but I don't think he had the biggest career after this. So we'll take more than $3 US for this, because $3 Australian to $3 US is going to be about right for such a low value card. We get, wow, that is a good flip. Okay, I did not expect that. I did see, when I did buy this card, there were comps of it, yeah, at around this range, but like from 2 years ago. But because it's such a rare card, you're not going to like find, like comps all the time for it, which is obviously hard, but Wow, that was very surprising. That's a really good one. Good one to show that I love sending in my bargain box cards into America for a reason, especially if they're not going to go well here. All right, let's go on to the next one. We're doing pretty well so far. So Josh Jacobs, also part of that other Josh Jacobs XR lot that I got. There's not a high cost on this, so I'll take whatever. But a 2-color patch, 32 out of 50 is player worn used. Yeah, $8 US. I'll say it's about $8 to $9 Australian. I did run a few Josh Jacobs on my Whatnot NFL streams, and it was so funny the range that it got. Like, I had some cards of his jerseys go for like $10 from like low-end sets, and then I ran an immaculate jersey, which is actually player worn as well, and it sold for $1. So it just shows you the wide range and this, you know, like how high things can go when it comes to NFL and how low things can go, especially on Whatnot, where and Australia as well, where our market's just not that big. So, yeah, if you guys want to find cards on the comms, hop into my NFL Whatnot streams. I understand there's going to be some losses that are going to be had just to kind of build myself up on the platform itself, but I'm fine with that, and it will hopefully grow and we can do a little bit better. But yeah, follow me on Whatnot if you guys want to tune in and watch me sell some NFL stuff on the comms. All right, next card up. What is this card? Jared Butler. So I got this one in a bargain box as well. Paid around $8 for it. I sent this one in because I realized he was on the Wizards at the time. And then I watched a Houston game where Quentin Grimes nearly hit 50 points on us, and Jared Butler was the point guard. And he actually wasn't playing too bad. So I was like, oh, it's actually handy that this card was in. So $8 Australian, we want around $8 US for it, for such a low sort of value card. Mojo Prism Auto. Wow, I thought that would have sold for more. So yeah, it's a loss on that one. I thought that would have went for more. I thought he was playing pretty well, but I mean, obviously, really sick card. It's just a sticker order. Obviously, he's going to put people off. And yeah, not a big name player by any means. Have the wins and the losses with this, everyone. So yes, let's go on to the next one. We have Kevin Garnett at a 99. This is a really cool card. Got this one for like $4 to $5 in a bargain box as well. I did see comps at like 20 Australian, but I don't know if that will go for that price. It does seem like a very common card, but I do like the orange obsidians. Yeah, I mean, that's just like losing money. Like I've lost $1 or $2 on it. So, I mean, $4 Australian, not the end of the world, down to about, yeah, $2 to $3. It's whatever. But yeah, I thought I probably could have just kept this one here. Stuff like this on Whatnot could probably go well, but you just try to mix up and try to work out that perfect mix of what can sell well in America or not. All right, next card up. Jimmy Fredette, got this one for $5 Australian, also in a bargain box at another card show a while back. Rookie auto, a bit of a cult figure. It is rookie. It doesn't have the rookie stamp on it, but it is rookie. They were able to, work that one out, which is good. Yeah, cult figure, but his rookie autos actually do go for a fair bit, surprisingly. So we'll see what it goes for. Yeah, about $10. Fees taken out about $7 to $8. So slight profits on that one. Yeah, like I said, bit of a cult figure. I don't mind Jimmy Fredette. Obviously, he had a lot of stuff with, was it BYU, if I remember right. All right, next card up, Carson Palmer. Found this one recently in one of my boxes behind me. It's out of 5 Prism draft picks. So, I mean, Carson Palmer had a solid career. I think this is going to be going to someone who's like a UFC collector. The University of Southern California. I'd take anything for this. Again, I probably would have been like a sub $5 card, and it was hidden there anyway. So let's see what we get. Yeah, about $15 to $16 with the fees taken out. So very nice there. Neon green one as well. I'm kind of itching to see if the Josh Jacobs card got paid for. But yeah, we'll see at the end together. All right, next up, Josh Allen, the National, red out of 99. Can't remember what I got this one for. I think I got it in a lot. Obviously, it'll all be in the spreadsheet up later towards the end. Numbered cards of the MVP are always nice. I probably could have kept this one in for Whatnot NFL here because I think this is also something that would sell well on Whatnot. Numbered cards of superstars in the NFL are always going to go all right. We get about $6 Australian, I'd say, with the fees taken out. So not too bad there. In the middle, I'd say. Next card up, we do have a Terry McLaurin from what I know. So I got this one for $1 in a bargain box as well. Classics out of 50, a very low end set, but yeah, it's out of 50. It's Terry McLaurin. paid $1 for it. Worst case, I lose $1. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, there you go. $1 into about $6 to $7 Australian. Again, nice flips there. Building the bankroll, which is always good, and helping claw back the postage cost, which obviously was clawed back already from the first card that I showed, but still always good to make some money. And the next one we do have Amoni Bates. This one I found for $2 in a bargain box. Comps in December were like 20 to 25. I don't really think he's getting much playing time at the moment, but it's a new parallel from Prism. It's the teal ice out of 225. It's almost Prism overload, but you know, just want $2 US for it, I guess. But I think if I can get $20, that'd also be pretty good. We get about $5. So doubling my money there, 2 into $5. Not going to be getting rich by any means by doing that, but still making profit there, which you can't complain on. All right, we've got 4 cards left. All right, we have a couple Exquisite Autos, also from bargain boxes. So Exquisite obviously is a high-end set. These players aren't big by any means, but I thought maybe college collectors would be after this. So Nolan Smith played for Duke from what I know. Yep, he played for Duke. Exquisite on-card auto, it's rookie, it's out of 199. So I think sending into America, I'm hoping that like a Duke collector might pay up for this one. $4, again, at the end of the day, is what I'm looking for it. So we'll see what it goes for. Yeah, so I probably got about break even, maybe just slightly under. So I either lose $1 or I break even on that one. Just interesting to know because I wanted to test it out. It was always going to be an interesting one to know about. The next one up is also another Exquisite. It's Norris Cole. He did have a nice little role on the Miami Heat during their championship years, or one championship year or 2 championships. I can't remember if he played in both, but he went to Cleveland, yeah, on the left. I don't know what college he went to, but I think he went to Cleveland because I can see Cleveland there. I don't know if it's Cleveland State. I don't know NBA colleges too well, but we'll just assume that anyways. $4 for this one. We just want to get to that $4 US range again. We get less. So there you go. I lose about half my money there. $4 down into about $2 with the fees taken out. We finish off with 2 more bargain box cards, which I found for $1 each. Frank Gatzke. This one's a Donruss. This one had a comp from like 2 or 3 years ago at like $10 plus. Interesting to see if it will go for that price. If it doesn't, it's fine because it's only $1, but I just sent it in because I don't know how it would go here. I'll show the card off. I don't even know who Frank Gatzke is. I think a lot of these players, look, he's from like I said, the 1940s, 1950s. All these players that are from the 1940s, 1950s who have cards in, later years, they're obviously not going to have too many cards in general. So these are the sorts of players I wouldn't mind like buying, especially if they're numbered as well. Like you're not going to be finding a Frank Gatzke Prism in every year from the recent Prism releases. It's just not how it's going to be. So like to see something from Donruss Classics, Timeless Tributes, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Might have not even sold at all. Yeah, didn't even sell at all. So there you go. Did not sell at all. So I think I obviously lose the card, plus I lose like the listing fee. So $1 card, it probably ends up being like a $2 to $3 card for me. So it's like a $3 loss. Yeah, there you go. So I had that whole spiel and it didn't work. So, but like I said, being transparent. All right, let's finish off with the last card. Jermaine Gresham. This one is a Topps Finest Atomic Refractor. Paid $1 for this one as well. Yeah, it's a die cut. There were some limited comps on it, anywhere from $5 to $10. So just sent this one in as well. Don't know too much about him, but cool looking card. So just sent it in. We get $1 for it. So I mean, $1 US on one bid. You're probably looking at looking at like a $1 to $1.50 loss. Don't know what it is exactly, but yeah, you're going to see, like I said, you're going to see a wide range of how I set my cards into DC Sports and like the higher end stuff as well as the lower end stuff, and that's how you kind of can balance it out. But yeah, let's see how we did for this episode. So the Josh Jacobs actually did get paid. So as you can see here, the person has actually paid because it's gone into my transactions. Very interesting. I'll throw the comps on screen for what like similar cards have gone for. Yeah, I mean, you win some and you lose some, but it's obviously going to make my profit look really nice. So here is what it looked like after episode 4. So we have a lot more red compared to the other episodes, but again, sending in some bargain box cards. The losses aren't going to be too big. Very, very surprised that someone went nuts on that Josh Jacobs XR RPA. It kind of made, obviously, my numbers look really nice. So Sean Taylor's always going to look nice when you go from $1 into $59, and then we had some other bargain box stuff there. I mean, the ones, a lot of stuff that I sent in from bargain box stuff didn't go too well, but the ones that did get sent in and did end up profiting are the ones that did really, really well, like the Sean Taylor, the Braylon Edwards as well. So yeah, let's see where we are tracking after episode 4 of the DC Sports Dollars series. All right, so 3, 2, 1. We had a profit of $277 from that submission to DC Sports. So that brings our current profit and loss after 4 episodes of DC Sports Dollars up to $1,728.25. Yeah, it's been a really fun series so far. Also for me as well, because I guess when obviously I track my submissions into DC Sports globally, it's good to see specifically like what each card is making and if certain cards are working well when I do submit them into consignment. But yes, if you're enjoying this series, guys, please leave a like down below, comment down below. I know you guys have been sending in a bunch into DC Sports, and I know a lot of you guys have done pretty well and sent me messages. If you guys are sending them in and you've done well, please let me know on Instagram. It really does make me happy to hear. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.